and what he. I hope each and every one of you feels welcome. Hello, hey, how you doing? It is Destiny back. Yes, I am here to knock out some content. Yes, today is content day. Listen, if you are here by way of the Smooth Sands Facebook page, hey sis, hey, listen, it is me. I am she, your girl Destiny, that runs that page. And if you by chance happen to be on this channel for any other reason, any other avenue, somebody shared the link, you saw me in person and we had a conversation about the channel, and I whipped out that QR code and was like, baby, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you. Hello, hi, and hey to each and every one of you. Listen, first things first, let's go ahead and get this out the way. If you have subscribed to the channel, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you have not, yes, you know, I need you to hop over. Yes, right now, stop what you're doing and after I finish clowning, we can get into this topic, right? So listen, first things first, I am here to cover several content topics for today, and we're going to disperse these how we see fit. Listen, today again is content day. We're going to knock out a series of topics back to back to back to back to back, but you all are going to get them one at a time, individually and sporadically as I see fit to post them on the channel. First topic for today. This is going to be a little different. I'm always talking about whether I do deep topics versus lighter topics. I say, y'all, this is going to be a deep topic today, right? Or I'll say, this is going to be a light, fluffy topic. It's time to break up the monotony. However I see fit to do that. So this is going to be a twist. First time I'm doing this, and I just top of the brain. You guys know I did a video talking about my busy brain. You might want to go back and check it out. My busy brain had this wild notion to do something quite different. It's the same as me running my mouth, right? But I'm always paying attention to memes. And sometimes it comes by way of things that I may see people post. So first and foremost, I want to say, please forgive me if I've quote unquote stolen something from somebody. I want to go ahead and put this out there. Go ahead and put this disclaimer, put this clause out there so that no one's attacking me like, I saw someone else post that or that's someone else's. Listen, I am guilty. However, for my own personal use, sometimes people, we all do it. People post things that's like really spiffy. We like it. It's like, oh, that's catchy. I post things to go back and reflect on them, to look at them. Just sometimes just to have like, oh, I like that. It may be something inspirational. You know, we share inspirational quotes and no one ever accuses you of stealing those, right? So sometimes I'll see things, I will see things that people post and I'll copy and paste and just put it in a Word document for my own personal use. So with that being said, it's a little tricky that, and I never really put a person's name to it. And sometimes in my copy and paste, I may just haphazardly get their information. Sometimes it's just the wording of what they posted. What I'm saying is this. Most of these are just general memes that we all can find on a Google search. That's the biggest thing. That's what almost probably 98% of these are going to be. If by chance I'm talking about one that happens to be someone made up out of their head and posted, unfortunately, unless I actually did a snippet and I literally used the snipping tool, if I didn't snip their name with it, I can't give them credit. Sorry. So if I'm using something that someone made up, it's not intentional. I'm not trying to get any credit for it. And I'm not even telling people on my video, because I'm being clear right now and transparent. None of these are mine. They're all memes that you can Google. And probably one or two I might have seen someone else post. And I'm like, oh, I like that. Oh, that's catchy. So with that being said, that's just a disclaimer to be honest that none of these are mine. That's not even the point. The reason I'm doing these is that we're going to talk about some of them. Some of them are so meaningful that I just think it's worth the conversation. So let's jump right in. The first one. I love this one Because I am asked this quite often. How are you so quick to walk away from relationships and friendships? How can you just do that? There's two parts to this. The first one may have something to do with my upbringing, my background, knowing or not knowing things about my parents. Another video, another topic. But we're going to keep it really soft and easy. And it's just my personal take. It's my personal preference. It's my preference to not deal with people's foolishness, ignorance, manipulative, lying behavior. So this first one, I just want to know down in the comments, how do you navigate that? Please share down in the comments. Do you find yourself being the same way? The older you get, the less patience and tolerance you have for people's foolishness and shenanigans? Hey, listen, I would say let's sit in that, but we're going to keep going because today's a long day of content. Seriously, people ask me all the time, how do you walk away so easily? Again, I think one of my main reasons maybe have something to do with my background and upbringing. But for now, it's just my personal preference. I choose not to. Mine haven't always been about the older I get. But it is a little bit because I've kind of been funny about people my entire life. In my younger days, I lived by 3 strikes you're out. That's it. 3 strikes and you're out. Today, baby, keep playing with me. Keep playing with me and see how quick, snap, snap, how I will X you. Bye, be gone. I don't have the tolerance or nor do I have the patience to deal with people's foolishness. As they say, the older I get. But I've always been that way. I just used to have 3 strikes, you're out. Which means I had a level of patience. I did have a level of patience with people. I'll give you 1 time. I'll give you 2 times. When you got to 3, that was it. This is from like 15, 16 years old. So when I say mine isn't really about the older I get, but baby, the older I get, the level of something you can do to me now can be 1 strike, you're out. I'm not dealing with it twice. You're not getting a second, and definitely not a 3rd try. So yeah, for me, it's just my makeup. I don't believe we have to put up with people's foolishness. I just don't think we have to put up with people's foolishness. You don't have to put up with it at all. You don't have to put up with it very long. And how do you navigate that? Mine is, I have a level, and I like to think, I have a level of intelligence and maturity about myself. It's not about people say know your worth a lot. I don't have to know my worth to know I'm not going to put up with your foolishness. I may be just as foolish as you. My mindset is I'm not putting up with people's foolishness. Another thing I like to say is I play with children, not adults. Let's sit in that. I play with children and not adults. And let me be perfectly honest. If I am going to play with an adult, baby, we got a game of charades going. We got tic-tac-toe going. We have we at the bowling alley playing a game of bowling. Right? We playing a game. We got taboo. I can't stand Monopoly anymore because we played it so much as children. But baby, we got a board of Monopoly. Sorry. There's a game out in front of us we're playing. That's the only game I'm playing with adults. The game of let me play on your intelligence. Let me play with your mind. Let me lie and try to trick you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And again, here's why. It's pretty simple. I don't have to. And I think we get caught up sometimes dealing with people because they're a relative or a partner or even our children. I don't give a flippity flip who you are. I don't have to put up with your ignorance. I can shut you down, block you, shut you up, cut you off, delete you. There's so many ways to get rid of that. And so I'm going to do a quick takeaway. We're going to move on to the next meme because I could spend all day on this. And they're all pretty much going to be the same. So I may find myself repeating myself. because most of them are just the same. I don't have the patience, I don't have the tolerance, and I'm just not gonna deal with your foolishness. So all these memes are kind of that, kind of cutting people out of your life type and setting boundaries, and why you don't have to put up with people's immaturity and foolishness. All of them are on the lines of that. So, you know, my verbiage may be the same, but we're gonna go through them and see if I have anything new or different to throw out there at you. And also, I want you all to share. This is a share video. I want you all to drop some things down in the comments. Again, I always ask to comment, not just because that's what people do on YouTube. I like the comments because we can pick other people's brains. Someone, a family member here on the channel may actually be dealing with that. They may be dealing with some foolishness with somebody and don't know how to get out of it. So if someone else drops something in the comments, they may be like, oh, this person was in that type of situation, and that's what they did to navigate it or shut it off or get out of it. We can all help one another. We just never know how and when. What we may drop down in the comments to do that. So I always say, please share when you watch the video from start to finish, even in the middle, wherever you watch, wherever you stop. The part you get, if you have a takeaway, please always share in the comments. That's what this channel is about. Family, community, help building one another up. Back to the topic. The takeaway is just that if you have a close person, I mean, we can always duck and dodge people at work or whatnot, but a relative or a partner, man, if you're in that type of situation, there's still ways to deal with those people. There's up close and personal ways to deal with people that you just rightfully can't cut out your life. Okay, I'm married to this man for 16 years. What I'm going to do with him? How I'm going to get rid of him? There's ways to navigate your communication with people that's difficult. We're going to get into another video about that as well, but there's ways to manage it. One, be the less combative person. Like when someone's in that argumentative mode and they're trying to just go in and go hard, like, baby, I'm not doing that with you. And it comes with, again, growth. How am I able to walk away from people and relationships and friendships so easily? Because I don't have to put up with your mess. I'm of a particular age that I just don't have to. So the takeaway is know that. Know that you don't have to be in any relationship or situation and put up with the mess. You may not be able to get rid of the person. You don't have to put up with the person's mess. That's the takeaway for the first meme. Family, let's get on over to the second one. My bad, y'all. So the second one actually is one of mine. I created this, and again, there's going to be a day I do a very, very, very long topic. I may have to cut that story up in part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this one reflects a situation that I found myself in. We'll talk about it later. We're going to stay on memes today. And I created this one to reflect something that a communication that I was trying to convey. And that one was people always saying, and it kind of piggybacks off the first one we just did. People always say, you can't just be blocking people out your life. I created this, I'm going to call it a meme. And it was like, baby, yeah, I can cut people out of my life. It had scissors with people in between the scissors. And it was like, choppity chop, 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 choppity chop, chop. Choppity chop. I also created another one. You can't just be blocking people out your life all the time. I'm like, says who? Blockity block, 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 block. Yes, I can. Both on the same line of cutting people out my life and blocking people. Like, yeah, blockity block, block, choppity chop, chop. Yeah, I cut them right on out my life and block them. So that, again, you see the meme. I created that one, like literally the image of Viola with her eyebrow. You know, I kind of got that little look Viola have. You know, I'm good with the sit in that, the little head sit. It just dawned on me that that's who I'm looking like when I do that. But yeah, I used her little viral meme that's out there and just kind of cut and paste some things together and made that one. Yeah. So with that, again, it's an option you have. It piggybacks off of the first meme. You absolutely do not have to deal with people that are disrespectful, that are not mindful of your life, your time, your space, your moods, your feelings, anything about you. They're not mindful of you. Choppity chop, 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 chop. It can be done with respect. You have to protect your energy, your peace, your sanity, your mindset. We have to do that for our own good. So when people tell me that I'm not able to, I will block you. And if you've been watching my channel for a little bit or a long bit, I've only been here a short while, but if you've been watching from day one or just tuning in, you'll start to pick up on my personality. I'm a very solid person. I like to think that I'm very kind. I'm very mindful when it comes to people. I'm not a gatekeeper. I like to share information. Y'all see the Shein gifts behind me, Shein. Y'all see them. I love to gift people with things. I'm a giver, not a taker. So it's here. You can have it. Take this. Would you like this? There's a gift. You get a gift. You get a gift. You get a gift. So I just love to pour into people. Okay. And with that, because my energy is always being sucked up so much with giving, and always being available when somebody needs me to be available. There comes a time where sis girl over here, auntie, I have to shut it down and say absolutely not, no more. Not today. I do. And in that comes the blockity block block and a choppity chop chop. That's where that meme came from. There's a huge story behind that. And I'm telling you, I can't really confirm how much content it's going to take to cover that. But baby, y'all going to hear a very personal story. And I'll tell you this. I'll give you a little tip and a little leak of information. 3 years worth of an ordeal I should not have found myself sitting in, but I did. And we're going to talk about it. But not today. But today, on that particular meme, I am going to go ahead and just give you a quick takeaway. When I say it's okay to cut people out if you need to, and I've done this on a very, I think it was something about family members being toxic. But my thing is this. I know we have some really soft, timid people, don't know how to cut family out, don't know how to say no, don't know how to turn your back on people. Baby, listen, hit me in the comment. Sis, I'll put you up on game. It's easy. You have to put you first. The takeaway on that particular meme, blockity block block, choppity chop chop. You can't be blocking people. Blocked. Listen, sometimes you have to do that for a peace of mind and your sanity. It's not about being mean or nasty. Please don't ever think that. If you're doing it because you just need a break, let me tell you, quick short story. This year, February, I had to do not disturb my phone, unblock, and just kind of release my phone because I had taken myself a mental health break. And I did it for, in my head, I was going to do it for about a month or two. I need about 30, 45 days to just shut down. People are just draining my energy, not even in a negative way, because I'm talking about some of my sister friends. I'm talking about some people I truly adore and love. I've known 15 plus years, 20 plus years. I'm talking about my people. Okay, I love them, hold them close to the vest. My mental needed a break from everybody, and my mental didn't care who they were and how long I've known them. My mental needed a break. I took that break. Again, 30 to 45 days is what I said I needed. Do the math. Let's take it back. I unblocked and do not disturb, because I have my phone on do not disturb. I released those settings on my phone this year, February. And what happened when I did that, it hurt me to my heart. Not in a bad way, but in a shocking way. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize the break I called myself taking for 30 or 45 days ended up being a year. One of my sister friends' birthday falls in February. Hey sis, hey, because you may be watching this video. You might skip this video, but I know you're tapped in, you tuned in, and you show your love and support when time permits. So she know who I'm talking about. Her birthday's in February, and I thought about her birthday, and I tried to reach out to her. And when I did, I'm like, oh my gosh, this has been a year. And then another, it's only a few people I talk to on a semi-regular basis is what made me remember the time frame, because I'm looking at the last time we were texting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been away for a year. Let's sit in that. Let's sit in that. A person who adore my people, hold them close to my heart, right? Needed a break from everybody. And it ended up being 1 year, like literally a year to the month. Maybe not the day, but the month that I stepped away from everybody. Outside of business, doctor's appointments, I wasn't doing no socializing. So the point in that is to say this. Sometimes we don't even know the break we need. Sis knew she needed a break. I knew I needed a break. Nowhere in my wildest imagination did I know I was going to step away for so long. And I think in that, I just probably felt good. I probably felt good. It probably was just a release, a relief. I just probably was just like, oh, I wasn't allowing my phone to be blown up. Text messages. Hey, sis, you got a minute? Hey, sis, can you catch a call? And with me, I don't care who you are, what I'm doing. Yes, 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 yes. I stop. I can be in the middle of, yes. And it got draining. It got overwhelming. It got exhausting on top of my own mental health issues that really had nothing to do with people. I was dealing with my own mental health. And then trying to be there for everyone else was exhausting. But I'm back now. I'm talking to my sisters. Oh, and see, when I say I hold them close to the vest and I love them dearly, because no one took it personal, and I wasn't really concerned. But as people grow older every day, we change. You know, you have high school friends, childhood friends, 20, 30, 40, you fall out, you fall off, you lose contact. And then when you reconnect, it's just not the same. So that thing happens in many different ways. So I didn't know how people was going. So you mean to tell me I heard from you in a year just because you just took a break, or you just shut your phone down? Like, people could have been offended by that. So it's the reason I have those people in my life. Very mature. Everybody handled it well. Gave me grace. Didn't hold my feet to the fire. Didn't crack me across the head with a bat. And we're good. They understood. So yeah, it's okay if you need to step away, and that's the takeaway. You can be mindful, you can be tactful, and you can be decent and respectful about stepping away if that's what you need to do. Explain it to the people that mean something in your life. And if they mean something in your life like you think they do, they're going to understand it. And if they don't, that's a different story. You and those people going to have. I'm not going to try to give no advice on that, because my people good. I have mature people in my life. They're good. I can't tell you how to deal with some other people, but I'm going to leave the story there because that story leaves on a good note.